What up, fellas? It's Corey. C. Martine coming in from me at work. Found a little time to make this video and go over some of the weekly recap from last week. By the way, the waiver wire auction went pretty well. I'm going to move it to Wednesdays now, so we're clear on Wednesdays. That's how it should have been. Kind of surprised by how much people paid for people. James Jones and Chris Johnson going for 100, 200 bucks. Pretty crazy stuff. But at least you get a feel for how the rest of the season's going to go. So jumping right into the week recap, we have Isaac versus Vic. Vic picked up the win even with a negative from his kicker. So Isaac had a pretty good outing from Drew Brees, 17 points, not bad. 18 from the Seahawks, which was his biggest player, and then 11 from Jimmy Graham. Rest of his players, though, garbage, all below 10 points. No one really came through for him. He had some 8s and 9s, some okay days, but overall, he came out with 85 points. Vic wasn't having it. He had a great day from Aaron Rodgers, as always, 22 points, 12 from Marshawn. Huge day from DeAndre, getting thrown to by 2 different quarterbacks. Still came down with a touchdown from each one, 23 monster points. D'Angelo had a big game for Le'Veon, so he won't have him much longer, one more game. And then the Bills D, 12 on Indianapolis. Pretty ballsy move, I thought. But he came out with 92, beats him by 7 points. So Vic's looking all right. Isaac could probably rebound. He's got some okay pieces. Running backs, little thin at running back, but make a couple moves, he'll be right in it. Next one up is Tao versus Tommy White. White Tommy, rather. So Tommy had some pretty okay games from about 4 of his players. He broke double digits. Russell Wilson, DeMarco Murray, Andre Ellington had decent games, even though Andre looked like he tore his ACL, non-contact, ends up being a PCL strain, so he'll be back in a few weeks. But, man, he had 1 from Greg Olsen. Shocker. Thought this dude would be getting so many targets and catches. I think he's going to rebound next week, but crazy. Vincent Jackson did 5. He caught a touchdown. It got called back. So he probably could have done a little better. He put up 80 points. Tao with his auto-drafted team, not even his team. He got a really good auto-drafted team. Made a move with Jordan for Jamal Charles. I really like how his team looks now. He got 19 from Big Ben on Thursday night, 23 from Forte, who's killing Green Bay, 15 from Jamal Charles, who's consistent as always, and 2 touchdowns to Jason Witten. Probably never happened again in his life, but he got it. Both in, I think, the 4th quarter, or late 3rd, 4th quarter. He finishes with 101, gets his first win to Tommy's 80, gets his first loss. So let's move on. Next one, newcomer James Arevalo going up against Dazed and Confused Tommy with this little Dez gif, little 1-2 move. We got Tommy with Tony Romo putting up a nice 23. That game was crazy. I don't think Cowboys scored anything in the first half, or very little, and then came back with a vengeance. Bad coaching by Coughlin, throwing on the 3rd down and goal instead of running it to burn off 40 seconds. Cowboys ended up coming back and winning. 12 points from Jordan Reed and 17 from the Dolphins. 0 from Nelson Aguilar. 4 from Dez Bryant, who gets hurt. Tough loss for Tommy and the Cowboys. He could be out till week 8 or 9. We don't really know at this point. And the rest of your guys just kind of so-so. Ends up with 84. James had a pretty nice outing from a lot of his guys. Puts up 96 total and gets the win. 27 from Brady on Thursday night, an angry Tom Brady, if you will. Mark Ingram for 11, which is okay. Joseph Randle, 10. Delaney Walker, 10. Jarvis Landry, 12. Lions, 12. So a pretty consistent outing from his guys. Nobody really killed it except for Brady, but 96 points can get you the win more times than not. So he picks up the win. Let's go to KL and Sergio. Newcomer Sergio into the league. Very close matchup. Sergio had Matt Ryan for 15, Alfred Morris for 13, Travis Kelce, who exploded on the Texans, for 23, and the Rams D for 12, puts up 81. Maybe gets the win. Let's see what Kevin has. 17 for Luck, 17 for Keenan Allen, 11 for Bennett, 19 from the Jets, his highest scorer from the defense. On old Manziel over there, put up 89 points and barely skated by with the win. Like your picture of Goodell, dude. That's cool. Anyways, moving on, dude. Stevie, change your pick, bro. That is the old owner Vic Ike when he used to play for the for the Longhorns. A little running back picture of him. Okay, you need to change that up, bro. Customize your shit a little bit. Stevie comes in, very lopsided looking numbers. His number one running back and quarterback, Peyton Manning and Frank Gore, combined for 8 points. Looked like he was out. But he got a big day from Amir Abdullah. His first NFL carry went for a 23-yard touchdown. Antonio Brown did work, 20 points. 18 from Broncos D and 10 from Justin Tucker. But, bro, A.J. Green, 6. Kobe Fleener, 2. Man, you had very big days from some guys and very low from others. Put up 87. Jordan, man. Whoa. Huge day from Rob Gronkowski on Thursday, 27. Brandon Marshall, 12. Respectable. Bengals, 12. Rest of the team did not come through for you week 1. Eli Manning, 7. Lamar Miller, 7. Roy Helu, I believe the number 3 running back on the depth chart. Big fat goose egg. Should have started Marcel Reese. He got 2 garbage touchdowns. Jeremy Maclin, 5, which I'm kind of surprised with. He looked like he was killing it. He's probably going to have a bounce back week. Odell Beckham for 4. Man, did he just not look like the same? Were the Cowboys corners really doing that good of a job? I don't know. I'm curious to see where he goes next week. But 4 points from him, 79, not getting it done. 0-1 to start the year out. Maybe C.J. Spiller comes back next week and helps you out at running back a little bit. But Stevie gets the win. Then the last game, ironically, is my game. So Cesar murdered me, like straight murdered on Sunday. I had no chance whatsoever. 130 to 41 at the end of Sunday. So I was kind of licking my wounds. He had Phillip Rivers for 22, Eddie Lacy for 15, Chris Ivory for 21, Kendall Wright 18, Fluke, Ravens 14, and Brandon McManus 18, kicking me to death. So I'm now 41 to 130. No chance, right? I've got 4 guys left. Carlos Hyde, Julio Jones, Matt Bryant, and the Vikings D. Well, I made it a game. We got Julio Jones murdering Philly, 2 touchdowns in the first half, putting up a 27. Matt Bryant kicking his heart out, 17 points. And then Carlos Hyde, my God, this dude ripped the Vikings up for, what did he hit? 168 rushing yards? Yeah, and 2 touchdowns for 30 fucking points. Ripped their ass up. Oh, man, I missed them by 8 points, but a value and effort. So I get the loss. I got to reevaluate and hopefully pick up a win next week. But good to pick up 122 points. Can't be mad at that. Good win, Cesar. You're the number 1 in the league right now in the rankings. You had scored the most points and you got the win. So congratulations. Now, the next portion real quick, I'm going to look to next week. And I'm going to predict the winners for next week. Now, hopefully I predict some good winners, be on point. But if I don't pick your team, don't be like Jordan. Don't get on GroupMe and get mad at me. Okay, I'm just going off of what the starting lineup looks like and the matchups and stuff. And we'll see what happens. Let's start with my matchup. So Corey versus Stevie. So this dude's starting Abdullah, which I don't blame him. He picked up Safarian Jenkins, good pickup. He paid, I think, $30 for him, so not bad. Outbid my ass. And Terrence Williams. He had Terrence Williams, so Des Bryant injury. Man, he looks like he's got some good matchups. Um, and I'm just looking at my lineup. This is going to be a close matchup. Honestly, I give Stevie the slight edge on this one. Projections 93 to 92. I think he's slightly got me edged out, so hopefully I get some big days out of my guys and I can edge through him, but I give him the slight edge. Isaac and James. So James is rolling with his Ingram Randall duo. He's got Demaryius Thomas, Jarvis Landry, and then Isaiah Crowell in his flex. Tough matchup with Brady at Buffalo. Mark Ingram's got Tampa. He got some decent matchups. Tevin Coleman and Chris Johnson. If you told me those were your starting running backs at the beginning of the season, and Dante McCree, damn, Isaac, everybody you're starting's off the waivers, huh? I cannot give Isaac the nod. James, you got the win, brother. Lil Dez, Lil 1-2 Dez, Juicy J Tommy versus Vic Rod. Romo, Philly, LaShawn in New England, Latavius Murray against Baltimore. Man, he might get bottled up. Oh, not liking your matchups, Tommy. Excuse me. Oh man, yeah, I'm sorry. I think Vic got you, bro. Vic's about to put you down. Even though he didn't even draft his damn team, that he can thank D for this. Vic's got a good team, man. Honestly, he's got Aaron Rodgers, Marshawn Lynch, Rashad Jennings, Doug Martin, then Cooks and Hopkins as his receivers, and the Bills D. I mean, Vic gets the nod. Projections are even, 86 to 86, so it could go either way. But I think Vic wins that one. Then we got Kevin and White Tommy. Kevin's got Luck against the Jets, AP against Detroit, which they barely ran. They need to give AP to Baltimore. What the hell are they doing? Forsett, which I think has a bounce back week with Oakland. Okay. Oh, he's plugging in Cole Beasley. Damn. And then Tommy's got Russell Wilson, DeMarco Murray, Bishop Sankey is your number 2. Randall Cobb, Jordan Matthews, Greg Olsen. Man, White Tommy's got a pretty good team. But I don't like Bishop Sankey as number 2, but that's his weakest spot. Oh, because Ellington went out. Yeah, that sucks. Man, I'm gonna go with White Tommy on this one. I think White Tommy gonna get the nod there. Projections 91 to 84, so I'm going against the projections on that one. Cesar versus Jordan. Ooh, a little fret boy, fret brother matchup here. Shonuff, Aaron, Cesar, where the fuck you want to call this guy. Phillip Rivers against the Bengals, Lacey against Seahawks, Chris Ivory against the Colts, Alshon Jeffrey against Patrick Peterson, the Cardinals, which Patrick Peterson's a good corner, but I've seen him get beat before on by some good receivers, but still, that's not an easy matchup. Kendall Wright in Cleveland might get Hayden. You got some tough matchups, dude. Jordan's got Atlanta, Eli, Lamar Miller, Jacksonville, CJ Spiller, Tampa, Odell Beckham in Atlanta. Damn. Brandon Marshall, though, is going to get Vontae Davis. That's tough. Gronk in Buffalo. They're going to triple team him from what I read. Jordan, I think you get your first win on this one. I like your team, Cesar. Oh, they're projected 89 to 89. I think Cesar has one better team, but I think Jordan busts his bitch ass and moves on to 1-0. Tao versus Sergio. Tao got Carson Palmer on waivers, it looks like. Matt Forte against the Cardinals, tough matchup. JC against Denver, another tough matchup. Mike Wallace, Pierre Garcon, Jason Witten, and Yeldon. Matt Ryan, and then Sergio's got Matt Ryan, Alfred Morris. Wow, he's starting Ronnie Hillman over CJ. I assume he's going to plug CJ Anderson back in. Okay, all right. So Alfred, CJ, Matt Ryan, Calvin, Emmanuel. Man, dude, Sergio, you got a good team, bro. I like your team. You have a nice little team brewing there. And your bench is good too, man. You've got a good team. I'm gonna give it to Sergio. I think Sergio gets the nod. All right. Well, that's about it, guys. I will see you next week, where I'll be giving my evaluations of what happens this Sunday and Monday. and then I'll make my predictions again for next week, and we'll see where we're at. Hopefully 6 out of 6.